let's do take 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, the main important thing that I want to cover with you guys is, again, when you have something in standard form or slope-intercept form, to graph it, we want to be able to identify the slope and the y-intercept. That is going to be like the essential thing for us to graph. So if you guys remember looking at slope-intercept form, the main important thing is to isolate the y. So we want to get the y all by itself. So all I'm simply going to do is undo everything that's happening to my y. So you can see my y is being added by a 5x. So I am going to subtract a 5x. Therefore, that's going to leave me with a negative y equals negative 5x plus 6. Does everybody follow me? On the sheet, it's a negative 5x? Or does it look weird? So now you have it as a negative y equals negative 5x plus 6. Now, again, we have to solve for y, not negative y. So I need to divide by negative 1. That's going to make that positive. And I divide into negative 1 by here. Now, remember, guys, when you apply distributive property, remember you multiply both. Or remember when we negated a side, we negated both of them. When you divide this expression by negative 1, you're dividing both terms by negative 1, which is basically going to be negating the side. So this becomes a positive 5x minus 6. Now, looking in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. All we're looking to do is identify what the slope is and what the y-intercept is. So in this case, you guys can see that m is 5 and b is negative 6. So remember, m represents the slope. There's an e there. And the y-intercept represents the coordinate point, which is negative 6, which is also the coordinate point 0, negative 6. And slope, remember, we can always write as a fraction, as a ratio, as I told you. So we always want to write slope. Think of slope as a ratio. Always write it as a fraction. And think of y-intercept. Yes, that is at the value y-intercept. But remember, it's a point. So I like writing my y-intercepts as points and my slopes always as ratios. Does that make sense?